I'm underneath this ML320. It's got some weird shifting issues. Sometimes the shifter sticks, it won't come out of park. Other times I can't get the key out of the ignition switch when I turn it off. Well, we're underneath the car. We're going to try to figure out how to fix this. Is it something simple? Let's see what the shift bushing looks like. Where is that shift bushing? Well, can you believe this? How many times have you seen this since the mid-60s up until the 2000s? Shift bushing, missing. Look at that. You think that's going to fix the problem? Let me show you what I'm going to need to fix this. It's obvious something's missing up there, and this is what's missing on the ML. This green bushing totally disappeared, and it's been gone for a long time because there's some wear in that rod. At the rear, there's also another green bushing, but it's very hard to get to, and it's in good condition. So at this point, I'm only going to replace the forward one. This is a special tool that I make to get the clip off, and we've already removed the clip, and then we're going to use a shift bushing press tool like this. It's going to be very hard to film up in there, but we get this like that. Here's the shift lever. We're going to force this in because it's way up in there, and you certainly can't do this by hand. Let me show you a classic example of why you want to replace these bushings when you start to feel any slop in your shifter. Can you imagine how long that bushing's been missing here? Look at the wear in the shift rod. I think it'll be okay. There's enough support on both sides. I do supply a little packet of synthetic grease in the kit. You want to just grease that edge that's facing the shift lever so it'll snap in easier. Because of the four-wheel drive on this ML, this drive shaft's kind of in the way, so you want to come up from behind this brace and go up and get on that lever, and then you're going to squeeze and rotate as you squeeze. All right, we pulled it back and we went around, we rotated the pliers 180 degrees to come in from the outside of that bracket, and it popped right in. So we're in. I don't know how you would ever get that in without these shift bushing tools. Okay, we pushed the rod on temporarily to make sure it's tight in the bushing. That's going to be okay even in spite of the wear. Some of you are thinking, but Kent, what about the rear bushing? Well, on the ML, you have this big transfer case right here, so you have another challenge. It's on top the transfer case. You're certainly not going to drop this transfer case just to change that bushing. We're not going to do it on this one because it's okay, but I'm going to explain how you can do it. So now you can see the location of the bushing. So you need to think differently here. You're not going to drop anything under the car. You're going to change that bushing from up top. You're going to go in, you're going to have to pull the shift mechanism out. Then you can lift the shifter up and pull the rod along with it just high enough to get it loose, change the bushing inside the car, then drop everything back in place, and then connect the front of the rod. That's how you would do it if you're going to change the rear bushing in the W163 MLs. All right, let's see what's going on with the shifter now. Okay, it should come right, yeah, right out. No hesitation. Before it was, sometimes I couldn't even get it out. All right, and then we're right back up into neutral. Look at that. Before it was moving all over the place. So into park. Now this is the ultimate test here. Is the key gonna lock up on me? Look at that. Key comes out. Can you believe it? A part less than $2. This guy was having problems with this for the last 10 years.